Hi everyone, welcome back to Maximum Attack Rallying, and as promised, today's video is all about Rali Ceredigion, which delivered. Oh man, it delivered, didn't it? I said in my video last week, I asked the question in my video last week, is this the best rally in the UK? Well, I think we can now emphatically say yes. What an incredible event. I love this rally. I am so disappointed that I couldn't be there. It is absolutely on my list of events to go to. And even watching from here, thousands of miles away, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It was such a good rally. They did such an amazing job. Huge well done to the organisers. I think you have demonstrated that British rallying can deliver a tremendous international level event. So it was fantastic. 185 kilometres of stages in wonderful, wonderful Wales. Street stage in Aberystwyth on the Friday night and the Saturday night. It just, the scenery was brilliant, watching the heli shots. And so if you haven't watched it, at least go on YouTube and watch the highlights, but just seek out some of the fan videos. Some incredible footage. It was such a good event. Looked like there was big crowds in Aberystwyth. It just, it was everything that I hoped it would be. And I think it was Gerard Quinn, formerly of Ford, who said online that it just shows what you can achieve if you have a well-laid plan. You know, you don't need to create brand new events and do all this weird stuff that some events are trying to do to get into the WRC. It just shows that you can just take an already great rally, just ramp it up a little bit and create a genuinely world-class event. So huge well done to the organisers. I think you deserve massive credit. From 5 years after this event was created as one of the first closed road rallies in the UK to being in the ERC and being as good as anything I've seen, certainly from spectating from a distance. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant rally. So that's that. Let's talk about the actual event though and what happened. So Hayden Paddon won the event. It was, man, what can you say about Hayden? He was absolutely dominant. He won 10 out of the 14 stages, including the power stage. Across Friday and Saturday, I think he won every stage bar one, apart from James Williams. Won the first stage on Saturday morning before he crashed out. Felt really sorry for James. To come out of the blocks like that on Saturday was a really good effort. He really laid down a marker. Looked like, that was the start of a really good rally for him, but he rolled on the second stage of Saturday, which is a real shame. But oh my God, it was a stunning performance from Paddon. The Hyundai is not the best Rally 2 car by any means, but he just showed that he is really on a different level to the other ERC guys. No one could touch him. So really great job. I think the sad thing, he now leads the ERC by 27 points with one round to go in Poland, and we're not even sure if we're going to see him there. He said last week, that this weekend might have been his last ever rally in Europe, so that would be a huge shame. I really hope he finds the budget to do the final round, and I really hope he wins that second ERC crown in succession, because he deserves it. This was his first win of the year, but again, just like last year, he's been consistent. He's been racking up points, and then this year he put the hammer down at Ceredigion and has just, he's put himself in prime position. So if this is to be the end of his competition outside New Zealand, or full-time competition outside New Zealand, I really hope he wins the ERC, because it would be well deserved, and it would be a nice way to round that out. However, while that was fantastic, I'll just mention that Max McRae won the junior category in Ceredigion. That was his second win of the year, so he's showing some nice progression. But it was Mille Johansson that won the junior ERC title. But the real drama was in the BRC, so we have to talk about that because so much happened. So while my prediction that Ceredigion would be a fantastic rally did come to pass, my prediction that a BRC crew would win the event did not. I felt like such an idiot on Friday evening, because in the two street stages, the two runs around the stage in Aberystwyth on Friday, the BRC crews were not high up the order. And I thought, oh dear, this isn't going to be good. Have I overestimated the BRC pace comparative to the ERC? But as the rally wore on, we saw that they came good and they set some good times. I predicted that Price would win the event. Unfortunately, he didn't manage that. He didn't seem quite comfortable in the Fiesta all weekend. which is a bit of a shame. He started to set some reasonable pace, but didn't quite come together for him. However, Chris Ingram did make a very good account of himself. So he finished, he was lying second overall at the end of Saturday. So if you're not familiar, this was slightly different for the BRC crews. So it was actually a double header event. So Friday and Saturday was one event, and then Sunday was a separate event. So they had 2 opportunities to score points. So in BRC terms, Ingram was lying second overall, as I said, at the end of Saturday, which meant he won round 5 of the BRC because that was effectively one rally. And then Sunday was a separate rally. So great performance from him. It looked like he had really the potential to put himself well in control of the BRC. And then on Sunday, all hell broke loose. So on Sunday morning, I can't remember exactly which, it wasn't the first stage, was it? I think it might have been the second stage. All hell broke loose. Ingram under brakes on a tricky section. A friend of mine who did the rally, he said that section, even though it was dry, he said it was absolutely lethal. So I don't think he was surprised that Ingram went off over a crest into a corner. Under braking, Ingram lost the back end of the Yaris, spun and took a wheel off. And that was the end of his overall ERC result, not these in the ERC this year, but also meant he scored 0 points for round 6 of the BRC effectively for Sunday. So that was dramatic. Also, I think it was in the very same stage, Keith Cronin, his BRC hopes effectively came to an end when he crashed his Fiesta Rally 2. That caused that stage to actually be delayed. So huge impact on the BRC on Sunday morning. As I said, I think for Cronin, really disappointing. I think that's put him out of it. Just checking on the points, Cronin sits on 75 points. He is 20 points behind Ingram and 21 points behind William Creighton. So he's technically not out of it, but it's a big ask for him at the Cambrian Rally now. So that was huge. Sunday was huge. And then what we also had is big drama at the end. So John Armstrong, he's obviously been doing the ERC this year in the Fiesta Rally 2. He was also registered for BRC points this weekend. So he actually inherited the lead. So he was leading the BRC standings on Sunday. And he won the rally in BRC terms. Obviously, he didn't win the rally overall because that was Hayden Paddon. But in the BRC section, he won for Sunday. It was a bit confusing. So we ended up on Sunday, the ERC timing and the BRC timing diverged. So because the BRC timing had effectively been reset for Sunday. So I got excited because I thought Price was going to score maximum points for Sunday in the BRC, but it turned out that it was actually, the order was slightly different. So we ended up in a position where on Sunday, John Armstrong was the top BRC runner, William Creighton was the second BRC runner, and Matt Edwards was third. So he'd come over instead of doing the Irish Time Championship to just do this round. Did very well, finishing third for Sunday. And that has kind of thrown things up in the air, especially because while John Armstrong won on the road, he actually checked into the last time control late on purpose to hand top BRC points to Creighton. And that means, I just touched on the points a second ago, that means that the standings after Ceredigion, looking down at my list, are William Creighton is in first place on 96 points. Chris Ingram is in second place on 95 points. Ocean Price is third place on 78 points. And Keith Cronin is, as I said, on 75 points in fourth. That shift, what John Armstrong did, I just want to touch on that, was so good in a way if you think about it. That would have been, I think, his first BRC win. So for him to give that up for his teammate, I mean, he had been brought in to support Creighton's championship bid. That was a big deal for him to check in late and hand that win to Creighton. Creighton finished second, so he was still going to get good points. So I think, big credit to John for doing that. Obviously M Sport went there, with this mission of helping Creighton, and they were able to do that. So I think, that was a big thing for John, and obviously it's helped William Creighton. And it's really set us up for a showdown, hasn't it, at the Cambrian Rally? Wow. I think Ingram has to still be the favourite. So he won, I think it was the Rally Nut stages in the Yaris. a few weeks ago. So he is obviously quick on gravel in the Toyota. So he does, he's only 1 point behind Creighton. Creighton is a good driver, and Creighton is obviously capable of winning the championship. But I think for me, out of those two, Ingram is probably still the slight favourite, because it is they're 1 point between them. It's effectively a straight fight, isn't it? I would say though that although Price is a bit further back on 78 points, he, again, just like he was this weekend, he is on home ground, on gravel, which is perhaps his better surface, in a car that he's familiar with. I think Price could very well win that event. He also has the advantage of having his joker still to play. I think Creighton might as well, whereas his name has vanished from my mind. Chris Ingram. Chris Ingram has already played his joker, so by playing your joker, you have the chance to get an additional 5 bonus points. So that plays into Price and Creighton's hands. So, man, it is all to play for at the Cambrian. I think this weekend has set us up for such an incredible championship finale, which I'm so pleased about. And it was fantastic to see such drama in the BRC at Ceredigion. After so many years of problems for the championship, to see this in such massive battle between the lead crews is so good. So I'm so pleased about that. It was such a fantastic rally, and I found myself genuinely excited. I think I keep quoting Gerard Quinn. He was talking about how it is probably the best rally he's watched this year. In terms of excitement and kind of the online package of watching it. And I think it's hard to disagree with that. It was just Sunday in particular. It was incredible with the Ingram drama and the Cronin going off. It was just it was such a fantastic rally, and the BRC is in such a good place this year. So we've got lots to look forward to with the Cambrian Rally. I really hope we can not only continue the drama into the Cambrian, but into next year, and that the likes of Price and Ingram will come back and go again. But I just want to wrap this up by again just saying a huge well done to everyone involved in making that event last weekend happen. The organisers of Ceredigion did a huge credit. Well done, obviously, for the BRC for their part in it. Well done for the ERC for bringing in the international competition and adding that that extra dimension, and for actually having an international championship back in the UK. So it was just a great job all round. I can't really think of a single negative about the event, and I'm usually quite critical, aren't I? So yeah, huge well done to everyone. Really great job. Well done to all the crews. Obviously, that was a very difficult event. We had rain, which made things very difficult. As I said, my friend was competing in his Clio, and he said that the conditions on Sunday were incredibly difficult. He won his category by 8 minutes, so big well done to him, Nathan Evans. He did a great job in the national category. Callum Black, he won the Pro Tyre National Asphalt. He's worth a mention as well. So yeah, just a big well done to everyone. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hope I've given you a little bit of extra insight. I think it's probably time to wrap it up there. Thursday's video should hopefully be about a little purchase that I've made. So a very different flavour to this video. So do keep your eyes peeled for that. As always, you know the score. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me over on the socials. I will see you again next time.